Hi, this is Gary. In this video, I'm going to discuss how a product lifecycle works, and we're going to look at it from a conceptual standpoint of how it works on a concept basis. What I have here is I have a chart with unit sales on the left and time on the right, and we call this the product life cycle. Now, to start off, there is the introduction stage, and that is after much hard work, market research, trial and error, the company or individual finds something that is actually selling and it's scalable, meaning you can mass produce, drive the cost down, and keep your profits going, and that's because demand is rising. Now, this is the most difficult stage because, like it says, there's much trial and error, and it's very difficult to get something off the ground. You have to find something that's working, and in order to figure out something that's working, you got to try a lot of different things, and most ideas just they don't work. They may be novel, they may be good, but they're always missing something, and they usually end up doing what the red line shows here and just crashing and burning. But let's say we get really lucky, or the company gets really lucky and actually finds something that is working. We get to the next stage called growth. In the growth stage, we've got demand increasing. Sales are rising rapidly, could be 25% plus, 50% plus, over 100% plus. They're gaining economies of scale by mass producing, so they're driving their average cost down of the product. Times are really good. Now, this growth stage, I put a question mark here, is one of the trickiest stages for value in a business. Yes, we can use a growth model to value it, but the problem is we have a lot of different assumptions, and those assumptions are rapidly changing, which also rapidly changes the value of the model. From an investment standpoint, if you get the right ones, this can usually be the best time to get in. For more reading on that, Investors Business Daily has some good ones. They look at stocks in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000. They probably have some new ones on 2010, and look for the common characteristics among good companies that are growing and stuff in that stage. Moving on to the next stage here, we have maturity. At this stage, we have flat or low growth. And from a profitability standpoint, it can be considered a cash cow. And this cash cow will lead us to our next stage, which is saturation. And because one company or a couple companies may have a cash cow, competition usually increases. So say somebody else decides to get in, or another company says, hey, this company's making so much, this market's really big, let's enter the market and see, we can do this better. So basically competition increases, and that prohibits growth as the companies are trying to get in on that cash cow and make money off from the proven product that is working, and see how they can make improvements and stuff like that. Then, moving on to the last stage, we have decline. And decline is when you have more competition, potentially price wars that try to drive the other competition out of the industry, and lower demand. In this next segment here, we're going to look at how to hedge against a possible downturn. And by doing that, we're looking to try to lower our risk by either expanding operations internationally or just plain exporting to foreign markets. One of the advantages from that is we can learn how to adapt in different environments. We may gain knowledge, cheaper labor. Some of the labor might actually have different expertise that the labor in our home market didn't have. And we can also hedge against the downturn. So we have what I call our national market right here. And then if we decide to make an investment, we have foreign market A. Now, usually the best time to pursue a strategy like this from a company standpoint is either late in the growth stage or early when we get to the maturity stage, the cash cow stage. We don't want to wait till we're saturated or in decline to start pursuing that because it's more difficult in that segment because our competition may have already entered that market as well. And essentially that is how a company extends a product life cycle. Let's say we have foreign market A, we have foreign market B, and by entering into these foreign markets, the company has lowered its risk of having one market go bad and extended its product life cycle. Now, strategically, this will also help the company in terms of if they get involved in a price war with another company in the national market, they can withstand it better because they have expanding sales in the other foreign markets that they've entered. And this concludes our tutorial on how the product life cycle works. Thank you for watching.